What's going on, guys? It's Hayden, and I'm bringing you the Week 2 recap for the Magma division. We will have all 6 battles in this recap, and then at the end we will have standings and the MVP race like we did last week. I still don't have the defensive Mon standings or the low tier or support, but that will be coming in the next couple weeks when I have more time. Well, let's go ahead and jump into this first battle. We have the Vancouver Chi Yu bringing Pillow-Swine, Talonflame, Floatzel, Tyranitar, Mega Pidgeot, and Mew going up against for the second week in a row with these the full matches are the Virginia Merrills bringing Mega Absol, Darmanitan, Leftovers Kyurem, Eviolite Porygon 2, Citrus Berry Sandslash, and Choice Scarf Gardevoir. So let's jump into this battle. Virginia Merrills were able to pull it out 1-0 over the Vancouver Chi Yu. It did look like for a second there that Talonflame was going to be able to solo the Merrills, but the Merrills held strong and won this game 1-0. It looks like Porygon 2 was able to pick up 2 kills, with Darmanitan, Sandslash, Kyurem, and Gardevoir each picking up 1. Then Talonflame picked up 3 for Vancouver, and then Floatzel and Tyranitar both had 1 apiece. Moving on to the second battle. If it wants to click, there we go. We have Logan Lopunny joining Virginia as back-to-back weeks representing the main battles, and they brought Mega Lopunny, Choice Scarf Jirachi, Leftovers Claydol, Leftovers Rotom Wash, Lumberry Salamence, and Assault Vest Absol, and they were playing these Pokemons who brought Mega Deontay, Heatran, Zapdos, Mesprit, Diggersby, and Amoonguss. So let's go ahead and jump into this battle and see what happened. And just like that, the Logan Low Punny starts season 2-0 with a 1-0 victory in week 1 and a 2-0 victory in week 2. So maybe a 3-0 victory is on the horizon for next week. Salamence was able to clean up the squad after Girati and Mega Low Punny slowly whittled them down for Salamence just to clean up. Salamence ended up with 3 kills, Mega Low Punny 2, Claydol 1, and then on T's Pokemon side, Mega Diancie picked up a couple kills, Zapdos and Amoonguss each got 1. On to the last main battle of this recap, we have the Denver Dracos, who brought Assault Vest Shaman Sky, Damp Rock Politoed, Spell Tag Aegislash, Mega Swampert, Life Orb Landorus, and Eviolite Sliggoo. And Multiscale brought Landorus Therian, Mega Blastoise, Infernape, Tornadus Therian, Thundurus Therian, and Metagross. So let's see how this one played out. And even though there were a couple more 3-0 battles, you guys now know why I chose this one over the other two, as the Denver Dracos, on the back of Eviolite Sliggoo, pull this game out 3-0. Sliggoo being able to 1v1 2 of the Therians by itself, something I did not expect, and probably something that we need to look at in future seasons about having Sliggoo as a 1-point mon. But in the end, Mega Swampert did get 3 kills under the rain. Sliggoo picked up 2 as it walled Thundurus T into submission, with it taking itself out with Life Orb, and then was able to slowly whittle down Tornadus Therian. And then Politoed picked up the other kill. And on Multiscale side, Mega Blastoise, Infernape, and Tornadus Therian all picked up a single kill. As it loads in, the Toronto Tyrantrums picked up a 3-0 kill over the Moss Deep City Sharpedos. Let me scroll over to that game. Looks like Feraligatr picked up 3 kills, Fortress, Victini, and Garchomp each picked up 1 kill apiece, while Crocodile picked up 2 in the late game, bringing it back to a respectable differential, and Weezing also picked up 1. Moving on, we have the Strolin Ashton picking up a 3-0 win over the Sunset Rose Meowstic. For the Ashton, Mega Charizard X picked up 3 kills. Gliscor also picked up 2, and then first the Meowstic, Mega Mile, Milotic, and Ninetales all picked up 1 kill apiece. And then for our final battle of week 2, we had the Fiend City Froakies picking up a 5-0 win over the Nova Umbreon. For the Froakies, Keldeo picked up 2 kills. Then Excadrill, Granbull, Mega Scizor, and Hydreigon all picked up a kill each. And then the lone kill for the Nova Umbreon actually came from Glaceon for this week. As you can see from the standings, the 7 teams on the left are all currently in the playoffs, with teams 8 through 10 as the close teams in the hunt, and then 11 through 12 are currently our bottom teams. Our 1 seed Strolin Ashton 2-0 with a +8 differential, followed closely by Fiend City Froakies, Denver Dracos, and the Logan Lopunny. Then we have 4 1-1 teams, with the Virginia Merrills right now on the outside looking in at 1-1 with 0 differential, and the 3 in the playoffs after 2 weeks, Multiscale, and the Sunset Rose Meowstic at 1-1 +2, and the Toronto Tyrantrums at 1-1 +1 to round out the playoff teams. And for our MVP rankings for week 2, Mega Swampert of the Denver Dracos currently leads at 6-2 with a +4 differential. But you guys need to let me know in the comments section if it should be a 2-way tie for first between the Gliscor of Strolin Ashton and the Keldeo from Fiend City Froakies at 5-0 because they have a +5 differential. So moving forward, I would vote to put the +5 differential as the MVP, and then the 6 kills leader being the offensive Mon of the Year would be Mega Swampert with 6 kills. But please let me know in the comments on which way you lean in that vote. But that does bring us to the end of week 2. I will have power rankings out Wednesday, so a couple days, and obviously week 3 recap coming next Monday. And as the season progresses, we will see more things happening. Like I mentioned earlier, the defensive Mon of the Year, the low tier Mon of the Year, support Mon, along with the ISL Magma teams, and basically just little races like that. And if you guys have any suggestions for any awards you would like to see us give out, please just put them in the comments as well. And as always, thanks for watching.